Hello everyone, you're welcome to Creative Writing class, and our topic for today is character. Our learning objective is that at the end of the class, you will be able to explain the meaning of a character, explain the importance of characters in a story, describe how characters are created in a story, and identify the differences between major and minor characters. Now that brings us to an important question. Who is a character? A character is someone that acts in a story. I'm sure you've watched so many movies on television or you've read so many storybooks, and then you find out in the story that there's someone that is a king or a queen or a stepmother, a brother, a princess, a clown, and so on and so forth. So all these roles, all these people that you read about, in a storybook or watched on the television, they are known as characters. Okay, so like I've said, a character is someone that acts in a story. Okay, it could be a written story or a displayed story. A story has two classes of characters. You have major and minor. Now, the major or main character is the protagonist, that is the hero or heroine of the story. He is the person that the story revolves around. Every story, every aspect of the story is about the person or the person's problem. All right, so he is the main or the major character. Okay, it could be a man or woman. When it is a man, we call the person the hero, and then when it's a woman, we call the person heroine. All right, but remember that the person is the main or major character. Another name for that is protagonist. All right, and then we have minor characters. They are those that play in a supporting role. It's not as if their roles are not that important, but they help also to make the story come alive. They are not the major character, but their roles are equally important. All right. Now, why are characters important in a story? Characters are important in a story because they make a written story come alive. I'm sure you've read so many storybooks like Cinderella, Snow White, and the Seven Dwarfs. Okay, now when those stories that you've read are acted as a movie, the story becomes real to you, right? So that's why we say characters, they are important because they make the stories come alive. It's as if they literally breathe life to a written story and it becomes more real to you, right? So as you read a story or watch a play, you get to understand the characters more. Yes, so characters helps us to understand a story more. The story that you've read, and when you see it acted, it seems wow. So this is what this means, and all that. You tend to understand the story more, all right? And then you can even form opinions about the characters. You make up your mind whether a character is wise or foolish, good or bad, fun or boring. Now, how are characters created? Creating a character is an important part of good story writing. There are many ways to help the reader understand a character while creating them. While creating the roles of characters, you can describe what the characters look like or how they dress. You can also describe what they say, what they do, what they think, how they feel, and how they behave. Okay? You can also allow the characters express themselves through dialogue, that is, through conversation. So these are the ways you can make your story come alive, that you can make your characters become real and believable. All right, let's move on. We're going to apply what we've learned so far, okay, about a character. Now let's read these lines and find out the feelings of the character. Ah! Arthur yelled again, waving his arms in the air. The bear stood on his hind legs and waved his huge hairy paws back at Arthur. Now, from this paragraph, you can understand how Arthur, the major character of the story, is feeling. Does his actions show that he is happy, sad, afraid? So, what feelings do you think actor expressed here? Do you think he's happy? Oh no. You think he's sad? Not quite. Is he afraid? Of course. That's the feeling of fear. Okay, so you see now how you can describe the actions or feelings of your character and make them or make the character come alive. Now, in creating a character, you have to ask yourself some questions, all right? Because you're going to write a description of a character in a story you're planning to write. So, what is your character? Is it a person? Is it an animal or something else? What is your character's name? They got to have names, right? Okay, so what adjectives best describes your character? Remember, adjective is a describing word. They are words like tall, short, fat, thin, all right, angry, sad, moody, happy. Okay, so you're going to use these words to describe your character. What does your character think and say? All right, you're going to also make your character or your story come alive by expressing the thoughts or the conversation of your character, right? So how does your character behave? These are the things you're going to think about while creating your character. Now you also have some activity in your Nelson English workbook 3, page 71. You're going to describe your character there for me, okay? I hope you understood the lesson. This is where we are going to wrap it up for today. Remember, if you have any question, you can always reach me from mom and dad and your question will get answered. Please stay safe and maintain good hygiene. Till we meet again, this is Mrs. Nelly Henshaw signing off. Goodbye.